My man. Afala. Umanisa.
I got eyes in the back of my head.
Deliver a message to management that we are here to see them. Except they are not coming to work. We know the time we arrived here. And we are going to state it. We are going to quote the time we got here. Except you are not at work. NUPRC, we are here. And so, we are here to deliver the message that the federal government of Tinubu, President Tinubu, should not, and we say should not, allow Shell and any other for now to divest, because we have seen what Ohando is doing after Ajib divested 100% to Ohando. There have been 4 major spills in the Ogbonbiri environment, and 3 of them were due to equipment failure. Spill ruptured on the pipeline on 6 o'clock position. Equipment failure. Old, worn-out pipelines. And instead of cleanup, Ohando has carried on with the culture of Ajib, of setting spill sites ablaze. Only very recently, came here, you can see the time around 10 a.m. and then they are telling us, NUPRC is telling us that one of their top management staff is on duty. How can the federal government be paying for this type of
claim to be not on duty?
Yeah, allegedly not on duty. Maybe it's part of the oil industry induced politics.
Oh yes.
Now, my name is Alagwa Morris. Apart from the fact that Bangov is leading this march, this protest, I was the very first secretary of Bangov in this state and a founding member. But I am here in the capacity of the deputy executive director of Environmental Defenders Network. While we are here, I can defend this placard I'm holding that cancer and respiratory illnesses abound in the Niger Delta. Clean up now. If you go to some of our communities, young and old are coming down with cancer. Not only that, you have several uncleaned, burnt up spill sites instead of proper cleanup. And that is why we have been waiting, because the Ogoni cleanup recommended by UNEP is just an entry point of cleaning up the Niger Delta.
Sorry, I didn't.
Detection and Response Agency in 2014 cleanup by UNEP to happen here in Bayelsa State. And don't forget, the Bayelsa Oil and Environment Commission has also come up with another damning report, also demanding for cleanup, remediation, and compensation because of the type of illnesses that our people are going through, and then the polluted environment that have denied our people of their health, livelihood, and related violence. We are not just talking about oil pollution. This oil industry has also brought a kind of changing of our people. The culture of respect that we used to have is gone from our community. And how do we compensate for that? It is an insult for Shell and other multinationals trying to run away from their responsibility and to go to offshore to go and continue the pollution. Remember, on 20th December 2011, there was a Bonga spill, a major oil spill. Till today, Shell has not paid 1 penny to any of the victims affected in River State, Bayelsa, Delta, and others. And so, we are demanding that before it goes offshore to start or continue its pollution, it should deal with the mess it has created onshore. Clean up all spill sites, involve host communities in the divestment process, because you are not the owner of the land. You are a tenant. You cannot, as a tenant, give the land back to another person and walk away. You did not buy the land. And so even if federal government does not know that, the federal government should know that. That the Bayelsa state government can revoke the land where these facilities are, because it is vested on the government. And so we are demanding that before Shell and other multinationals, Ajib has escaped, and we are seeing the negative continuation from Ohando. not cleaning up spill sites, setting the spill sites ablaze instead of clean up. And so before Shell should be allowed to escape, the people of the Niger Delta are demanding environmental justice in the area of proper cleanup, remediation as is ongoing in Ogoni, and then compensation. Lastly, all pending legal issues should be addressed. And as a caveat, I'm not a lawyer, used to be, the buyer should beware. If you buy, as we are crying now, with the media around, I believe Shell and all those consortium people we hear all over the world that they are buying liability and assets. But the main demand today is that the federal government, the President Tinubu-led administration, should not allow Shell to divest until these pending issues are addressed. Thank you.
Where's Boko? Where's Boko?
Thank you for being here with us. We have done a lot. A lot is going on within the state. You recall that very recently we got the Oil and Gas Committee have just submitted the report to the state government, and we are waiting for the state government to take some, concrete actions in, implementing the recommendations of that report. While we are waiting for the state government to do so, it was necessary for Bangor to come out and sensitize the public and pass a message to the presidency, to NUPRC, and to the National Assembly that these divestment processes should stop immediately. We have done this in Bayelsa. We are doing around the Niger Delta. Yesterday, River State had theirs. We have done ours, and we believe that the message is passed to the National Assembly and to the presidency. After this moment, the next action, when we sit down and evaluate what we have done and the impact of what we have done, we will come up with our next line of action. We will not talk about that at the moment, but we will come up with the next plan of action that we will take after this event.
Specifically, sir, what are those spill sites we want the authority to clean up in Bayelsa?
We are not bothered about any specific site. Basically, every part of the Niger Delta. It's not even Bayelsa alone, because the issue around spillage is around the Niger Delta. Every community in Niger Delta. The same thing that is happening in Ogoni land, where the Hyprep is doing some work. That level of cleanup should be extended to the entire Niger Delta, and not just a specific portion of the Niger Delta. We are all suffering. People are dying. Look at Oloibri, for instance. How many years ago that oil activities have stopped in that place? Just last year, there was a survey, an assessment of the health condition of people in Oloibri, and it was a sorry state. The reports are there. If you go online, you will see those reports. So if Oloibri people who have stopped, where oil exploration has stopped for several years, still have those kind of issues, what about the ones that are still active? So it's not about specific locations. We are talking about the entire Niger Delta state.
Thank you.
My name is Tarita Mboku. I'm the chairman of
Total Energies and other IOCs in Nigeria. Of course, we have had lessons already. For instance, Shell and ITO deal, you know how it ended. ITO is still in court with Shell over fraudulent issues that happened between them in that transaction. Let me also inform us that somewhere in the Netherlands, Shell sold its refinery for $1. Who clap for them? It was later that it was understood that place has been devastated to the point where Shell knows that it will go bankrupt if it continues and it will rise up. I am sure you know that currently communities in Niger Delta are beginning to demand for adequate compensation and clean up in their environment. That is costing Shell so much. So Shell is actually running through the back door. They are not divesting. How is it that if Shell wants to divest, it wants to loan the company that it's set up by itself, 5 of them put together, represented as SPV, named Renaissance Energy. Shell is loaning them. President is going into allowing